points lost or a point gained?
Point gained, really, because I thought it was a terrific game of football. Two teams played their part in what was a terrific 90 minutes. And I suppose being 1-0 up and then 2-1 up, you can always say that can you hold out, but deflected goal. But I felt we created chances first half. Brighton definitely did in the second half, and I suppose a point each is fair. It was a good game for the occasion and for what was a terrific day for us 20 years ago, and we celebrated it, I felt, in the right way. It would have been great with a win, but I felt we got our tactics right today. It's just a shame we couldn't get the 3 points at the end of it.
Cheers, guys.
Bradley Pritchard just said he didn't burden them with more pressure by talking about the occasion. But do you think the players, they're a good set of players to know about the history? They do seem to be a Charlton team, so they do know that history, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's always wise for my players, my group, to know exactly what this club's been through, and we won't say to all the players that it's an occasion 20 years ago that you shouldn't know anything about it. It's good for them that they know exactly the history and what people fought for and what happened many years ago when we had to go to Selhurst and to Upton Park. So no, it's I think it was a real fitting way that we were playing Brighton as well, because they've been through the same thing. So no, it was our players obviously played their part in a superb game, but so did Brighton as well. So we played a good team today. It was a good test for my players, coming into the Championship and playing against a side that's used to the Championship, play a certain way. But so can we. I felt we more than matched them today at times, and it's just a shame the 2 goals we conceded. A mistake sadly for the first, and then a deflection through the wall. They're the sort of things you want to eradicate, and you rather teams score special goals than sort of goals we gave them today. But I'm sure Gus will look at the goals we scored and think they should have stopped them. But that's football. It was a good game. I reflect on that. I would think that many fans leaving here today definitely got their money's worth. So 2 teams that played a terrific game, and I was pleased to be part of it, but obviously I would have preferred an extra 2 points.
One of your players come back, Laurie Wilson. I think he'd be injured, but at 90 minutes he did a 100-metre sprint, didn't he? So,
I mean, his energy levels are superb, and it's great credit to him. He hasn't played a game since he got injured against Middlesbrough, and he's come back and trained hard. But seeing him making that sort of run near the end just shows that what a credit to himself he is with regards to his fitness. But also, I thought he played very well. I handled Luar, who was a lively customer when he came on. I felt he got in the final third. He's a modern day fullback, just like Chris Solly. I thought they were both very good. Chris Solly again had to ask to play out of position, and he just does it. And he does anything I tell him, and he's a superb young professional. But I was very happy with my team today. I'm very proud of them all, because they could have gone under every time Brighton came back, but they were willing to go again, and we're learning, and we're in a decent place, 12th, and I suppose the aim now is, can we try our hardest to get into that top 10? But I'm always wary of what can happen. We're on a good run, unbeaten in the last 7, and I know we have to keep our levels and performances to a high standard to keep getting those points to push us onwards and upwards.
It's funny how things change in football. Could be a few weeks ago I was here when you lost to Watford, Watford, and arguably you were unlucky in that game. Now people were saying, some people were saying that it might be a long hard season. 7 games now unbeaten, you've steadied the ship. you're just 5 points off a playoff place. You can drink, can't you? What are your thoughts?
Good question. Well, I know how quickly football can change. That's why I said I'm always on my guard as manager, because I want my supporters to dream. I want my players to. I won't dream too much, because I know it is about each and every game. Of course you want to win every game, and you have dreams like we did last season, and we fulfilled that. But this year we know it's a harder task. It's a league that will ask questions of you every game, regardless of who you're playing. So yeah, we've sorted out one or two things, on the training field. We always talk together as a group. How can we improve? How can we get better organised? How can we do things better defensively and in the final third going forward and on the attack? So yeah, the game can change quickly, and we're always looking to improve, and I always want to improve and be a better manager and coach, like my staff. But more importantly, my players want to improve. So our home form hasn't been brilliant, but we've now turned it in our last 4 games. We've won a couple and drawn a couple, and that's moving in the right direction. Away from home, we've got the balance right, and it's up to us now, next 2 away games, to keep that going. So halfway after the next 2 games will be 23. That's halfway through, and we can assess where we are and maybe what our aim should be in the second half of the season.
Must have been a lot of sympathy in the dressing room from Morrison, who's normally so consistent, and today a couple of mistakes led to goals.
Yeah, I mean the first goal, obviously you learn from that, and you would maybe have got away with that in League One. But Mikhail Smith, one touch, superb finish. Maybe that's why you pay that money, or the money that Brian did. So he's a good player. He's a future captain for me. Very consistent defender, and it happens. It happens to players, individuals, to teams. But you learn from it and you go again. And sometimes you just have to, as Michael did, you have to go again in the game. There's another 70 minutes to be played, and you have to still be a leader and get yourself in the right areas and do the right things. And he's only a young player, and I feel he's got a lot of games behind him, and he'll be fine. And it's a learning curve, this football game, and you can never stop learning. And not only Michael, but all my players will learn from games like today.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, guys.
We're doing Mondays next door. Anyone wants to go in?
No problem.